I want to kick off to some discussions from folks here, the leadership team from Santa Clara University and UC Santa Cruz. And I'll hand off to Julie Sullivan to start us off here.
Thank you so much, and good morning, everyone. It's great to see you here. Welcome to Santa Clara University. We are really delighted to co-host with UC Santa Cruz the 14th Annual Bay Area Machine Learning Symposium. And as all of you know, this is I think I touched something. Just ignore that. That's next. As you well know, this is the premier gathering of machine learning and AI, where researchers, engineers, innovators from across Silicon Valley and beyond come together. You've just gotten a taste of the types of people who will be participating today. And it is an event where emerging issues are introduced and often turn into major developments, and you're seeing the seeds of those major developments and can be the researchers that will continue to develop those seeds and develop them into very creative applications. So this is a hot ticket. Hottest ticket in town today in Santa Clara. So I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you, and I really also want to reiterate the thanks to the panelists and the attendees who represent academia, industry, and the broader AI community, because without you bringing your ideas, your creativity, your curiosity, your energy to this room, we couldn't have the great discussion that we're going to have today. So thank you all for bringing your best ideas and your best research today. You know, the ecosystem we have here is pretty extraordinary in Silicon Valley and in the broader Bay Area, and it's the envy of many places in the world. Many places in the world have tried to replicate what we have here in Silicon Valley and the broader Bay Area, because it is an ecosystem where world-class research, industry innovation, and a shared spirit of curiosity and collaboration are creating the next frontier of knowledge and creative applications. This is where it's being created. And our progress is not confined to the labs or the companies, but rather is a collective endeavor based on this collaboration of all of our ecosystem and bringing the best ideas to be developed by all. Santa Clara University attracts outstanding deans, you'll meet one of them today, faculty and students, but they come here because they seek to be a part of this ecosystem. This area attracts them, not just because of the university, but of all of the industry and other things that surround us. And innovation has been the core of what we do from the very beginning. Santa Clara University is the oldest university in California, the first university in California. It was established in 1851. Some of you probably recall that the gold rush was happening in 1851. And the reason Santa Clara University was founded is two Jesuits came down to California from the state of Washington to find out what was going on in this new frontier, what was being created in California. And they decided that they were going to create a university to educate the children of those people who were coming here to create that first frontier in California. And today, we are still educating the innovative spirits who are creating today's new frontier. And we're really proud of that. In fact, the university was recently ranked number 14 in the country in entrepreneurship in the U.S. News and World Report. We really seek people that want to come here, and this being a part of Silicon Valley and the greater Bay Area and the industries and other universities that are here, they want to come here to put their best ideas on the table, to have them tested, to come up with those innovative things that are going to benefit all. And as you know, as a Jesuit university in the heart of Silicon Valley, we are particularly committed to pursuing innovation that is human-centered. We, of course, want to create the most leading edge technology, but we don't want to forget about the people. The purpose of the technology is to enhance human flourishing, to enhance the human condition, to create a world that's better for all people. And we don't want to forget about that as we're trying to create the newest thing. We want to make sure that it's going to benefit and be wanted by somebody. So our mission is to shape innovators who lead with purpose, ethics, and a responsibility to others, and that are at the forefront of developing technologies that enhance human flourishing. Events like BayLearn reflect our shared vision to use knowledge and innovation for the greater good of all. So I hope today's conversations will spark new collaborations, advance ideas that will both power an AI and also create that trust that we want to create along the way as we look at the next generations of AI, whether it's agents or voices or whatever. So I look forward to being able to attend whatever sessions I can, because this space, as you know, is developing so rapidly, and even people like me who aren't the scientific innovators that you are, if I'm an educator, I have to know what you're thinking about, because I'm trying to educate the students that hopefully are going to be sitting in your chairs working in industry tomorrow. And we have to know what's going on. So thank you for sharing with all of us. Thank you for the students that are here today to be a part of this ecosystem. And I hope it's a great day. Thank you. So I'll now ask Dean Kendra Sharp. She is the Dean of our School of Engineering and just joined us this past spring. We're delighted to have her.
Good morning. Thank you, President Sullivan, and welcome everyone to BayLearn2025 at Santa Clara University. It is such an honor to host this forum today. We are so grateful to the work of, and I appreciated Jeremy sharing the organizing committee, as well as a lot of our faculty and staff and students who have really been contributing to organizing this event. So I'd really like to thank you, just say, sincere thank you to the organizing committee, the sponsors, the volunteers, and everyone else who worked to make this possible. This year's BayLearn, I think, as President Sullivan mentioned, is especially exciting. It is co-located with the STEM Career Fair. That was a very nice coincidence that happened. So we are having a Santa Clara STEM Career Fair, and that is co-located with the poster session this afternoon. So I hope you all have a chance to come to the poster session. It is in our Sobrato Campus for Discovery and Innovation, our relatively new and very beautiful building that you'll see. It's just kind of across the soccer fields. So I'd like to just take a few minutes to talk about what we're doing here at Santa Clara in AI and in academic leadership. At the School of Engineering, we've really been expanding our AI education and research ecosystem across disciplines. Our faculty are conducting cutting-edge research in areas such as natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, and advanced manufacturing. And they are supported by federal agencies and industry partners. Many of our sponsors and collaborators represent leading technology companies right here in the Bay Area. This afternoon's poster session that I just mentioned will have more than 20 posters from Santa Clara researchers, and they will highlight their efforts across the School of Engineering's diverse disciplines. We're also really excited to showcase a featured talk this morning from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, demonstrating a novel use of AI agents in renewable energy. So our Responsible AI program that Professor Feng leads, it intersects faculty across engineering, business, law, and social sciences. It advances research in education and safety transparency, privacy, fairness, and trust in AI systems. And then as of June, we recently launched an MS, a Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence. This is, so we have students that are now enrolled in the program this fall. There is a hardware track and a software track, and it does feature technical excellence, of course, ethical responsibility, and industry collaboration. And I'd encourage you, if you are from industry, and I saw about 64%, I think, were, I encourage you, if you are looking to have some students work on a practicum project, I'd encourage you to speak with Dr. Fang or to speak with myself this afternoon or anytime today. Would love to, or reach out in the future, would love to talk to you about that. Additionally, our students, so in coming here, one of the things I've noticed at Santa Clara is we have extremely motivated students. So some of the successes recently is our AI Collaborate Club just held an AI Summit last week, and then on this Monday had an NVIDIA hackathon, and I understand that there will be an Amazon AWS hackathon that's happening a week from Saturday. So we have extremely motivated students here, and again, for my industry partners, I hope you have a chance to talk to some of them. You may like to see them as future employees. In addition to our academic initiatives, we have been making an effort to collaborate with Silicon Valley partners, from startups to major tech companies, and apply everything from applied research, student projects, and experiential learning, and of course, internships and co-op opportunities. For instance, we've partnered with one of BayLearn's sponsors, ServiceNow, and we are co-developing forward-looking curriculum, and we will be hosting, again, our motivated students will be hosting a ServiceNow Appathon in the spring, and we are looking to pursue collaborative research initiatives. So these partnerships really help to make sure that the educational programming we're offering here at Santa Clara is, in fact, is current and is really aimed at building student knowledge and capacity for the needs of industry now. So it's such a great place to be. We have that back and forth with our industry partners. We are sitting in the Silicon Valley ecosystem, and I think it really serves our students, our faculty, as well as the ecosystem of research and innovation that's happening here in the Bay Area. Our partnership with UC Santa Cruz is a perfect example of how academic institutions can amplify impact through collaboration. So I'm just delighted that we have been able to work with Santa Cruz. I'm so happy to see my fellow dean here today, and appreciate the opportunity to deepen our connections with our academic institutions in the Bay Area. So looking forward, we are aiming to deepen our partnerships with Silicon Valley and beyond, bringing together academia, industry, government, and community to really tackle pressing challenges in AI. As you see, or as I discussed, we've been expanding our efforts in AI education and research, giving students more opportunities to directly engage with cutting-edge technologies and real-world applications. We will continue to be investing here in interdisciplinary initiatives. We have a Center for Entrepreneurship, we have the Business School, we have the Law School, and then, of course, we have a lot of expertise in technology ethics, so that helps us to make our educational programs really rich in this interdisciplinary way. We hope that BayLearn will inspire new technologies, new questions, new collaborations, and new commitments to advancing responsible AI for the common good. So I hope you will come and see some of the amazing things we're doing here at Santa Clara during the poster session. I hope you will enjoy our beautiful campus. I'm just delighted to see all of you here today, and thank you for coming.
All right, and next person up is Alexander Wolf, the Dean of Baskin School of Engineering, and so I'm a fellow slug, so I'm happy to hand the podium over to you.
Exactly. So thank you very much. I'm going to cut my 8 pages of remarks down a little bit because I'm a computer scientist as well, and I can't wait to hear Chris's keynote. So I really want to get onto that as soon as possible. But I do want to thank Santa Clara University, great partner in this endeavor to host BayLearn, and as has been pointed out, it's only the second time in academic institutions have hosted this event. But it represents that kind of, again, collaboration, the importance of this ecosystem in Silicon Valley, which, many people outside of Silicon Valley forget that it's more than just about companies, but it's about the entire cycle of education, innovation, and cross-fertilization of ideas. And as I learned from a wonderful assistant professor at UC Santa Cruz, Jason Ashragian, he had this great perspective, which is that universities are an incredibly cost-effective way to de-risk technologies for companies. And the federal government has been the main supporter of that de-risking activity. That seems to be changing a bit lately, and I think it's going to be in our interest to figure out a new model for how research universities and research in general that takes place in academia is going to fit with our goal of keeping this incredible pace of innovation going. So I challenge you, particularly those in industry, to come together with us in academia to think about some new models for how to keep that ecosystem fed. Anyway, I'm going to take just a white-haired professor's privilege and reflect a little bit on my experience with machine learning, which goes back many years, many decades actually. And my first PhD student was using machine learning and was finding it really difficult because the best that machine learning could do was barely learn 0-1 languages. I mean, this was really, like, what is the promise of this technology? Who could imagine that it was going to be anything? And when I was a professor at Boulder, NIPS was this little workshop up in Netherlands, in the foothills of Netherlands, with, maybe 30 people who would go. And now it's thousands and thousands of people. So I really appreciate the effort that has gone into actually imagining what this technology could be. And people in this room have made a huge difference in the advance of that technology. One of the things that I've been thinking about at Santa Cruz is, of course, how do we adapt as an engineering school to this changing landscape of technology, both from an educational perspective, but also a research perspective. And we do a lot of AI research. Actually, I was told when I got there that machine learning research is something that have been done for 30 years at Santa Cruz. So it's something it's in our DNA, but it's never had that kind of pervasive fundamental change to how we're doing things. And it's a really exciting time. But how is it changing it? And I think there's a lot of continuing open questions that we need to come together, think about, and answer. And it's not just in engineering, of course, right? So this is having an effect across the entire university, across society, but at least within the university, we are presented with an incredible opportunity and an incredible responsibility to figure this out, to help our colleagues in the humanities and the arts and in the sciences how to harness this technology for the public good. That's the perspective that we take at UC Santa Cruz, to say, how is this helping society? How is this helping the public good? How are we making lives better? How are we making education more efficient and effective? How are we making health and science more productive? There's so many things that we can do. It's a tremendous time to be at a university. It's a tremendous time to be in industry. And, BayLearn is one expression of that. That is a very central piece of it. So, again, I will conclude my remarks quickly. I just want to thank you all for coming. I hope you all come over to our campus. We call it a campus. It's actually a building on Bowers. It's the Silicon Valley campus at UC Santa Cruz, but it's a very important one. We have engineering faculty there. We have more than 40 PhD students. We have 2 professional master's programs, one that Ian Lane leads in natural language processing. It's a hotbed of AI research in Silicon Valley, drawing on our expertise in Santa Cruz. So thank you all for coming. Thank you, Santa Clara, for being such a warm and welcoming partner in this, and have a great time.